I knew Thank You Next was going to be a smash when my mom called me and sung the song and put her exes in replace of everybody else that was on the song. She's like, oh my God, I love that song. Thought I did that with Mark. I was like, oh. That's when I knew this was going to be a hit.
Thank you, next, thank you, next, thank you, next. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. Thank you, next, thank you, next, thank you.
Well, the day we did the track, I want to say it was about the third or fourth day we were in Jungle City. We weren't talking about singles. We weren't talking about projects. We weren't talking about anything. We were just like, let's get together and do some music.
We were all in a room and talking to Ariana just about like life and what she was going through, what she was, dealing with in her life, and kind of like what she wanted to say.
It was interesting. The vibe in the studio was like, it was very somber and very real. Everybody was like everybody wanted to be empathetic. And so we were just with our friend at the time, like not even producers and writers, we were with our friend. And so like, we were just like, yo, how can we help you describe what you're feeling?
She wanted a fresh vibe. She's like, I want a good vibe. So I went into the room with Mikey and Scooty, and Mikey had this loop of these chords, and I was like, they're crazy. Let's speed them up a little bit, and let me go in there and play it for her.
I just played some simple chords and then added one melodic note above it, and then put it through some retro effects from like XLN Audio and some characterizing things just to make the keyboard be more interesting.
I don't know much about dating, much about a lot of things in life, but what I do know is I can hear. And when I heard those chords, I knew what time it was. So when I played her the chords, they immediately jumped in and started doing the song. But by that time, they had already had loops and everything else on the beat. I was like, okay.
We added a little bit of percussion to kind of, spice it up a little bit, give it some energy, some life.
We probably looked wild. We were in there like jumping around and like yelling and stuff and tapping on stuff.
It sounded really, really cool and gave the chords a little bit of support.
The next thing we added was the bass. We didn't want to just do like the stock 808 or anything like that, or just a simple bass. So we added like a keyboard bass with a synth that slides a little bit. We wanted the song to feel a little more uplifting, a little more energetic and playful. It's like a little wave, a little bounce.
A little fun fact, Mikey almost was like, I don't know if this should be in the track.
It's fun and it moves, but I was like, is it too simple? He was like, dude.
I looked him dead at his face and was like, you're tripping, bro. You're tripping, bro.
When working, one should always add Scoot's 808s. He made this 808 to just always be crazy every time. And so we use that on everything. After that, we just wanted to fill it out. We added more drums. So we literally have probably a lot. This is a lot. I don't care how many.
It's
a lot.
Shocking to see it like this.
Yeah, because we enjoy layering. We feel like there's certain pockets you want to put certain snares in just to kind of fill up certain space and leave open space. So you can't use everything. We use a lot on this though. So now I'm going to play the drum loops for the chorus, and then I'll add the kicks and snares and the hi-hats.
You can hear us yelling in the background.
We were literally yelling, hey, yeah, lava, 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 yeah, lava, lava, lava. We also added another keyboard layer. It's the same chords, it's just a little bit different of a pattern, so we could just have a different texture. For the bridge, we wanted to keep the chords in there, but we didn't want it to sound the same, so we literally changed the keyboard again and tucked it. And so it filtered literally the top end of everything, so it just sits down in the pocket. The final thing we did was we had to let Tommy Brown get his dance off at the end of it, so we had to keep the party going at the end of the song. It had to. So literally, we just brought all the drums and stuff back just to have more fun.
Who doesn't like fun? those are the main things that we did with the production. But of course, we have our tips and tricks and little things that we got in there.
Yeah.
Can't divulge.
So I'm sorry if we missed something. There's a lot of details in here, and we've only been here for a short amount of time. But y'all can't have all the secrets anyway. So.
We did the whole thing. It was all right. It's perfect. It's the masterpiece. Let's get her in here. And she came into the room and said, "Those chords are wrong." And I was like, "I don't hear it."
And so we went and literally went, like basically like we would go in a session and went and literally found one note somewhere tucked in one of the very quiet keyboards. Like, I don't know how she heard it.
Yeah, she's a musical genius.
No session is complete without an array of amazingly arranged and recorded vocals from Ariana Grande.
It was a room where the production was being worked on and a room where they were writing the song and recording vocals. And it was like the bounce back and forth of the rooms.
I remember he came running into the production room like, "Yo, you gotta hear this." We were like, "Oh snap, it's crazy." He was like, "Bro."
It took a lot of courage to be that honest.
We just knew it was a special record, and she said it was a smash. We don't have to say it.
You know what's so funny? And she brought this up to me. Before the studio sessions and everything started, we were both personally going through something because of a close friend of ours. And I was texting with her and I said, "Your next album is going to be the biggest thing you've ever done." She asked me why. I was just like, "You have a lot to talk about." And literally like a week later, we all went to New York and was like, "Let's just throw paint." And then this happened.
Thank you. Next, thank you. Next, thank you. Next, I'm so fucking grateful.
Literally, when they brought us in the room and we heard like the actual finished vocals and everything, it was like one of those moments where you're like, "Yo, it's about to go down. This is a beautiful song."